Hello, ladies and gentlemen. How are you guys today? Today we have Mahyar Tousi to discuss. And 1 second, let me put a correct all this. Woohoo. Okay, my fault, my fault, my fault, my fault. 1 second. Right, he put it out a new video, right? Where he always uses those words. Britain is fallen. Chicago is fallen. Like Rochdale is fallen. Some council is fallen. Maya, I like you a lot. I respect you. But stop panicking, my friend. Yeah. If something really happens, which words are you gonna use after? Because if you use a fallen again, your subscribers gonna think is again something wind in a cup, right? So let's see what the Mahyar Tousi is panicking this time.
Is falling apart because we've allowed a bunch of clowns run the circus. And this is about the mayor of Chicago. Let's get on with the show. Alright, you beautiful freedom fighters and all the left-wing trolls waiting in the live chat to cause chaos, welcome back to the channel. Let's talk about Brandon Johnson. Let's talk about the mayor of Chicago. You know, he basically got the office after the previous nutter. She was also crazy, especially during the lockdown days. And we thought that Brandon Johnson is going to be a more establishment. I mean, it's still woke, but we thought he's going to be just a classic centre-left leader, you know, waste taxpayers' money, and that's it. But no, the guy is completely irrational. They've all been brainwashed by cultural Marxism, and now he's talking about reparations. And by the way, what I'm about to show you.
Right. I have to agree with Maya with this subject. It's nothing fallen, but this victim feeling of the something happened 2 centuries ago and somehow it affects today's 21st century black community is false. It's false. I live in the United Kingdom and I have a lots of friends, none of them suffering with in fact, they say that's a weak man's position. I agree with them because I'm myself from Georgia. My granddad and my dad was a slave too, but they was slave of the Russian king. But me to say it affected me somehow, I'm gonna lie. Yeah. Yes, it's my history. I know what happened, but I will never come down to that level to start crying. Oh, I'm so weak because that happened. I'm poor because my granddad was a slave. What kind of, what kind of bollocks that is? Yeah. All right. Let's listen what Maya goes to say.
Isn't really about just slavery. Basically, for decades and decades, in the United States, the states that have been run by the US Democrats have been run badly. You got a lot of poverty, a lot of crime, chaos, division, and even using tax money to create all these public programs didn't really work. The family breakdown, we got a lot of single mothers. The whole thing is falling apart. The reparations is for that. He's basically saying, Brandon Johnson is basically saying that because of slavery centuries ago, we have to deal with the black community and others being in poverty. Really, in 2024. That's his argument. All right. Just bit of a heads up. What I'm about to show you is going to be extremely annoying, but it's important to do it. Let's watch this clip. I'll react to it as we watch it. Apologies in advance. I might have to pause the video, the clip, to react in the middle because of copyrights. Some of you might already know why that has to happen. Let's There we go. What's going on? There we go. Let's go.
Chicago still bears the scars of systemic racism and injustices that have been inflicted on our communities. We've seen them in highways that cut through black neighborhoods and the industries, of course, that flock to these neighborhoods, often contributing to increased pollution and poor health outcomes.
Sorry. Um, all these states, including Chicago, Illinois, and all these places, have been run by the U.S. Democrats. The Democrats and people like Brandon Johnson have to give permission for those things to happen. Idiots.
We see it in the trauma, of course, that is caused by gun violence. But we also saw it firsthand with the gross disinvestment that was intentional by previous administrations. And so beautiful neighborhoods like mine, the Austin neighborhood, has seen many health disparities, the lack of nutritious food, the lack.
Oh.
What?
Okay. He's basically saying black people are poor because of slavery.
What? In America, lack of nutritious food? I don't believe. And I would never believe that kind of. Never ever.
Right now in Chicago, and it's because of slavery. There are currently a lot of black people in Texas, in Florida, and they have good food. They work hard, they stay in their families, and they have good states and Republicans running their states. Calm down, dear.
Of employment opportunity. The disinvestment in our communities have been intentional. And
Intentional.
of course, that's why it's imperative that it is now the time to deliver good on reparations for people of Chicago, and particularly black people.
Sorry. He just said it. For the people, reparations for the people of Chicago, particularly black people. So hang on, this is good. This is equality, guys. He wants reparations for everybody in Chicago. That means white, black, purple, all the colors will get reparations. Yay! Which means a hardworking,
No, guys, I have to agree again. Look, too much, yeah. Uh, Too many people in Western countries are too many people go in power. Too many enemies of the West got microphones and the platforms where they bring in such a messages which is really undermines the people. It's ridiculous, yeah. Now everybody's poor, like a human being, yeah. Is always blames others. Instead of him get blame, get angry on himself, why I'm 21st century poor. No, he's looking for is a white people, is a da, is a my 2000 years ago, my granddad was in a slave. Mommy, total of lies.
construction worker and a builder who happens to be black has to pay more taxes now to give money to the white people who are not working. This makes no sense.
City of Chicago. Because even as I stand here today as mayor, the legacy of slavery and the aftermath still echoes today. We saw it.
Listen up, yeah. It's a joke, yeah. Ooh. When he says that they pay tax to white men sit at home, what? I don't know how you are in America, but what I see in the videos, there is a lots of unemployment during the black population. Not because there is no jobs. I'm not gonna believe that bollocks because people from around the world, some of them, my friends, came to United States 10, 15 years ago, and they are millionaires today. So don't tell me there is no opportunities. From around the world, people go there and they succeed. If you live in there smoking a weed from the morning till night and they blame white men, excuse me, you're never going to succeed.
When previous administrations sold off public assets,
The Democrats did it.
we saw the harm when previous administrations closed black schools and they shut down public housing. When they
Obama.
raided the pensions, these
One more thing, I don't like when in Britain copy American politics. Now, a lot of I'm on the right side of the. I don't like the government policies here, but I'm sympathizing the Tommy, and but the one thing I don't like, yeah, why we should breathe, scream and shout, Trump, Trump, Trump. In my opinion, fuck Trump. He's not gonna do nothing to us. No, he already been a president. He never did anything. He was just, if you remember, his first presidency campaign, he was saying exactly the same, whatever he says, but against the NATO that time. His 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 speech didn't change much. Same. So I don't understand when we make these false hopes about some foreign leader is gonna change something here. Not Maya, not Tommy. They're not gonna change. They're not gonna help us do nothing, nothing if we don't do ourselves here.
Anti-black, anti-business endeavors that have caused tremendous harm and pain.
I'm sorry to interrupt again. That was Obama. Anti-black programs. Obama is.
Listen, who cares? He was a Obama. Oh, you know, is a lie. Whatever he's speaking now.
Anti-black now, right? Well, yeah.
But it's a new day. In fact, we are standing on the shoulders of one of the great leaders of this city, Dorothy Tillman, who laid the foundation and the groundwork to ignite a movement for reparations. It was Dorothy Tillman that introduced me to Dr. Claude Anderson, Black Labor, White Wealth. And it is why my administration is committed to driving reparations home. And we're going to...
One more thing, yeah, I'm glad they don't agree with this white man hate, yeah. Look, only small majority of the white population was involved in the slave trades, yeah. The rest of them, these same people was slaving us, yeah. We've been in the same situation like you guys. So, I don't understand all this, yeah. Makes me angry, in fact.
Invest $500,000 into the study of restoration and reparations for the city of Chicago.
What?
So that we can begin to move in the direction of complete liberation. What? And that's why, with the help and the support of the Black Caucus, we have a brand new Office of Reentry. Added $5 million to make sure that the formerly incarcerated...
I think it should be illegal, yeah. I want to say one thing, yeah. If I come out tomorrow like him and they say, I want a white communities, you're gonna call me a racist, innit? If for us is a not cool to mention black people, I mean the white people, you're gonna say white supremacists. What the fuck are you using then? You guys are divided. Speak for all. Or is the only fucking black population live in your constituency or in your, I don't know, region or where the fuck you are, bro?
Find jobs and housing and counseling and the full support.
Okay. You ready for this? He did a few minutes rant. He said we need reparations for the people of Chicago, particularly black people. What was his solution? Spend most of the money not to help them, but to create studies and like in schools and universities to then talk more about reparations. I mean, thing is, obviously for normal people like us, this makes no sense, and like the whole thing is irrational, but it does make sense because the whole point of these moves and decisions is not really to help people. It's to continue with the toxic virus, the ideology of Marxism. It's been going around for...
I don't think it's a Marxism or whatever. It's just to divide the people. Yeah, divide and conquer. That's an old system of the ruling. This is what they're doing on the all levels of governments. They wanna divide and then rule.
For decades and decades, it's just to continue it, because all you have to do is not to solve the problems, it's to continue to cause division, Division will create chaos. Chaos will bring down stability, society, and the whole.
Right, I have to thank you, Maya. Maya, thank you very much. Yeah, make sure you don't fall in, Maya. Stay strong. All right, guys. That was Mahyar Tousi. He was famous for exaggerating the headlines. Like he loves to write Britain fallen. You know what I mean? Like well, but he's a nice guy. He's on our side. He wants to see Brit British Britain. He wants to he wants to send those values. Is ready to fight shoulder to shoulder for only for these reasons. He deserves a respect. Thank you, Maya. God bless you. And I see you on 27th, so 28th or 27th, 27th, I think. 27th July, Trafalgar Square, man. Everybody be there. Bye for now. Love you lots. My name is Georgian George, and you are on the channel Migrant Chronicles. Please subscribe, and you know what to do, right? Leave a comment and like.